I want to see if I can do the proper jump so I can go a little bit faster. I don't know why the helicopter happened there. It's one of the mysteries of the game. Sometimes holding the jump button does the helicopter. God damn it. Let's see.
Ruby! Oh, Nelly! Ruby! Oh, Nelly!
Now that I think of it, I didn't practice Snot yet. I practiced everything but Snot.
Oh, Nelly! Ruby! Ow!
Ah, too bad.
Ouch!
No biggie. Second try, not bad.
Ouch!
One whip. Stop licking. One more. Ooh, almost touched me. Ooh, close. We're playing opposites now. God damn it. Seriously. I'm low. I'm low ammo right now. Crap. That was dumb.
Ruby. Ruby.
Just get out.
Oh, Nelly. Ruby. Oh, Nelly.
Thirty-fold, not good.
Ow. Yippee.
Have mercy. Thanks.
Ow. Yippee. Yippee. Plasma. Oh. Yippee.
Oh, I was stupid.
Oh, ouch. Ow.
This is the hardest entrance. God damn it. Whatever.
Wee doggy. Ow. Ow. Ouch. Oh, yeah.
Wanted to turn faster.
Ruby! Alex! Ruby! Alex! Ruby! Ruby! Ruby!
It's not time. Let's see. Good one. Ah, too bad. Well, not horrible, at least. Nice. I needed that.
Ruby! Alex!
Crap. I need to scratch my eye. Ah, that was uncomfortable. I couldn't let go of the A button. Okay.
I am.
Yes! Shit. I can't die. To that. Can't risk it.
Oh,
Well, I'm not sure how much I saved at this point because I failed so many times that trick.
I. Yippee! 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 Whee!
always the last one. Well, not always. Oh, this one sucked. Really sucked. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yippee!
40 health. I hate it when I press the jump on and it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
I failed miserably. Whatever.
Yippee! Yippee! Ouch! Wee doggy! Ouch! Ouch!
Nice, first try.
Ouch! Ouch! Wee doggy! Ow! 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 Wee doggy! Ow! 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 Wee doggy!
One extra life.
Oh,
Could be
yeah.
bad or good, depending the circumstance.
Oh yeah. Ow! Ow! Ouch!
Well, not far off compared to other tries. Oh, I completely forgot about this tactic. He's going to grab the other boost. Yep. Too bad. Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Nelly! Oh, Nelly! Ruby! Oh!
The last gatekeeping level. Let's see. Good. Good. Bam. It hurts. Oh, that's not good. I just realized. Oh my god. Another one. Fuck you. That was a dangerous try. Yeah, this was also a dangerous try. Well, now I had to hit Crow here. Oh, I missed the shield, that was dumb. Well, my only hope is to hit him up here. There we go. Oh, I thought I jumped. Let's see. Kinda slow, but at least I didn't get hurt. And I got too early. Okay.
Ruby!
I might be in time for a PB. If I don't fuck up. Have 28 health though. Oh crap. I forgot about this one. Always grab the... Don't grab the shield on the left, grab the boost on the right. That's the one rule I had to remember when I go to the last race. And I forgot once again. Oh well. Let's see. Oh crap. You know what? This is okay. Oh shit. Didn't want to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, what? Never... That never happened to me before. Well...
Oh yeah. Yippee! 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 Yippee!
Well, new PB.
Groovy! Wee doggy!
Just 10 seconds. Not nearly enough, but it's better than before. Definitely. I'm gonna take a break and end the stream for now. So this is goodbye. You get the stream.